Okay. Let's start off by looking. Well, no, because this will just be the YouTube video, so I don't know why I wouldn't look at that. Combo trials. Okay. Let's figure this lady out. Okay, target combo. Back heavy kick, heavy kick. That's weird that it does that. Woo! Usually I drop jump heavy kick sweep. Okay, wait a second. How much range does this have? Decent range. Stand medium punch. Long range cancelable. DI. Heavy punch. That is crazy corner carry. On block, they say this. Does that cancel? There's no way this cancels. Okay. Not a lot of beginner trials. Easy light confirms. We like it. No DPs necessary. Quarter circle back into that. Okay. Jump heavy kick. Fierce. Into this. Into DP. Okay. Wow. There we go. It feels like decent damage too. Ooh. We get rewarded for mashing? Oh, stand light punch. Not crouch light punch. Stand light punch. Whoops. There we go. That feels pretty good. Because that'll get her out of the corner. Heavy kick crush counter. Okay, launch it. Wonder if that goes over lows at all. No, it doesn't work for max range. Or is this drive rush in? Haha. Into that. Yep, so that just works. So depending on, I mean this, assuming this is very weak to DI. DI. So this is the combo I just did, except wow. Can't do quarter circles. There we go. So that's actually, okay, that's more plus than I thought that was going to be. Into crouch medium punch. Into OD into level 1. Okay. Seemed like decent damage. It's rough for me to say, because like coming from Mariza, you know, everybody feels like they do no damage. So this just links into crouch or stand jab. Does that work from like every range? It does. We want OD here. Jump medium punch, OD dive kick. Cancel. Okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Wow, that... the timing feels weird to me. I forgot to cancel it. Boom. Wow. I'm bad. Links are always the hardest part about learning a new character. It's good to have a launch like this over, like, 'cause she gets this off a jab. So she can just, like, always extend this, which feels pretty good. Took me about 20 minutes. Okay. We'll see. That feels like it's super delayed to me. Like, I keep pushing early there. And then I'm not ready for it. Kicks. Kicks. Mashing it out with punches. Wrong way. What is going on, dude? Like, the timing on that Jump medium punch just feels really weird to me. Okay, how about we hit 2 buttons at once? What is going on, dude? Boom, boom. Okay, what the heck? What is going on? Why can't I get a cancel here? Like I swear it's just my controller. There we go. Drive rush overhead. Okay. Crouch medium punch, drive rush cancel. Fierce into charge fan. This is gonna combo? Oh, EX. EX, duh. Link into Fierce, into Launch, into Juggle. Was that level 3 then, huh? Okay. Just cancel it. Gotcha. 100%. 100%. You just got to figure out what the things are to do. That did not do a lot of damage. I mean, it's off an overhead though, right? Punish counter. So this just doesn't work from range. So you have to be close with this. After, okay, so do it again. And then towards sphere. Okay. And then the extension. And then Ryu Enbu. Jump medium punch. Dive kick. It's kind of a cool combo. Yeah, that would be... Well, yeah, because that'd be like a stupid whiff punish. It probably still sets up a mix-up, though. But whatever. Okay. Okay. I apparently didn't get the cancel there. There we go. See, that seems decent. Stand medium punch. Drive rush cancel, crouch fierce. Into back heavy kick, into level 1. That feels like pretty BMB-ish. If level 1 is good, that'll be good. Oh. I think level 1's gonna be good. Like, getting this off of lights is pretty nice. Okay. Okay, does this work from... Okay. Okay, no, right? Just curious if it was faster. And it wants me to get a jump in here. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'm not close enough, I guess. This only works from like... Okay, then OD Ryuenbu. Into heavy Ryuenbu, into medium DP. Okay. Just gonna take some thinking. Whoops. I just did heavy right away. Whoops. Okay, this has to be really close. This is like block DP kind of. Oh my goodness. I'm way more plus than I think I am. I forgot to do OD. Thanks, Wayne. I'm hoping to make this like month of Mai, depending on how it goes. We'll see. Just feels like there's gonna be a lot to kind of investigate with her. Oh my goodness. I just do the OD, dude. I'm just not hitting the button. I'm just doing Fierce on purpose. Oh my goodness. Then I screw up the DP. I did it again. There we go. That seems like pretty dang good damage for no meter. Because if you had level 3 there, now granted, you have to spend level 1 to get into this. So maybe level 2 is a better advantage. But that'd be like almost 60% with level 2. Counter hit crouch medium punch. Is this just always linking to crouch medium kick from range? It does. Boom. Into crouch medium punch. Heavy Ruembu. This forces stand. Okay, I knew she had to have a force stand normal. Okay. Boom. Okay, back heavy kick. Back heavy kick, crouch medium punch. Oh, quarter circle forward. I was reading that as DP into DP, and I was really confused. Wrong button. Just late. We're fine. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Damage seems okay. So this will be like whiff punish, huh? Into Fierce. That's what I'm wondering though, is like... So no, that's not really a whiff punish button. Not enough range. So this is like drive reversal punish if you are buffed. Okay. Into level 2, and then you can... Okay. Timing feels weird. Okay, too early. I'm not getting a quarter circle. The stupid PS5 pad is just so awful that way. Okay, and then I need to do level 2. And then DP. Hello. Hey, Ed. I'm clever. I have no idea. I've been going for like 10 minutes. She definitely has a good drive reversal punish. My plan is just kind of get in the lab after this and just try to figure out some Oki stuff. That's usually where I start with new characters. Oh my goodness. You go way sooner than what I think I can. Okay, super. 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 That just isn't feeling like the right route to me. Okay, level 2. And he's saying I can juggle here. That's cool. Juggling after super is cool. Okay, so those are really... Okay. Right? Those are really short. She doesn't have a lot of trials. I was expecting a little bit more. Let us figure out the training room. Also, see what the colors look like. I mean, I know I'm going to be partial purple. Time to hit ranked? Yeah, no. It's okay. I definitely think I like this costume better. And nothing's going to take me off purple, so. I do most of my training stuff against Ken, I guess. So, I need to see frames. I need to see if she has anything plus. What are her, like, main combo normals, I guess, stuff like that. I didn't check to see what was all cancelable. Why did this all get shut off? I guess the only thing I need is frame. Okay. She does have a gap. Okay. So she doesn't have to delay chains, so that's something that you notice already, right? Is she's like Kim that way? Ooh, this is different. I had not seen this yet. 10? I mean, that's nice. This is okay. This is a cool buff. This is nice. This is nice. So she doesn't have to delay chains. She just mashes jab and she gets counter hits, which is nice. With all of them. So that's pretty cool. Stand medium punch, -3. Into fireball, -7. All fireballs. Okay, heavy's the most minus. Crouch medium punch, also -3. Stand medium kick, -4. -6. -3. Kim has the same thing. Okay, so this seems like it's probably her like meaty button, right? It forces stand, which is going to let her combo into fierce. Do you recommend changing from Ariza to Mai? I don't recommend anything right now. I don't even know all this character's frames yet. How minuses are sweet? -11. So that's kind of annoying for Marisa because that means Marisa cannot stand fierce this, which is a little frustrating. -6, but we can space this for sure. I was curious about this too. It's -10, so she really needs to cancel this. And she can't cancel that on block? Or do I just suck? It's quarter circle back. I'm an idiot. So -6. So this is just not offense. This is like a on hit only thing. Okay. Can she do OD? She can. Is that any safer? No, it's not. Okay. So close range, fireball will not make this safe. OD. Is that literally okay? How big of a gap is that? Like if I just like fish with like medium punch into okay, that's the other thing I wanted to check. Is that a difference? No. She has like 1 OD fireball speed. Yeah, I haven't looked into that at all. I don't know what all the upper limits to stuff are. So this seems like a good fishing thing. Yeah, they did. How plus are we there? Plus 27. What's her forward dash? 18. So forward dash is good there. That'll be meaty. +5. So like that'll be -2 on block, right? So already that's plus. That's +1. So already we have something that's like a little bit of a meaty. And I'm assuming wake up DI gets bopped by this. Dasher 3 can shimmy. Yeah, how plus is she here? +3 in throw range. And you're saying if he like immediately, yeah. Common actions. Oops, forgot to turn it on. Oh, thank you for the membership, sir. That is fantastic. I didn't see that. Thank you. So, you're saying you can dash up and da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, that's nice. I'm assuming her shimmy is just that. It's nice she doesn't have a back fear, so it's always kind of annoying when your shimmy button has like a command normal on it, so you just walk back. This seems really good. What's the startup on our charge fireball? 32? You don't have to be in corner. Yeah, but they can back roll otherwise, right? So that was kind of my... Was if they back roll, right? I mean, you can't shimmy there. right? What's startup on this? Plus 32? Is that the same on all of them? So, obviously the first thought is like, is that any good? And that doesn't hit meaty. So she just gets that. She can just overhead off of lights. Off her light mix-up, she can just overhead. And that'll trade. Right, because it's sitting on frame 4. So what's that on trade? Like, how plus is that on trade, I guess is the question I'm really asking. Plus 13, so we can go into heavy. Minus 3, so I check that. Can you also do second hit of stand heavy punch trades? That's interesting. What's the frame date on that? Plus 1 in throw range. So it's just like overhead. But we probably don't want to do... I think this will be good meterless Oki. But I think this is kind of like the basic, what they want you to kind of do, Oki. And then if it hits, right, we get... that. Which I'm assuming... Does that link into like crouch jab or something? So you could go like that. Okay. How else are we here? Plus 22? Is that 21? So Fierce will hit meaty. Does it have a gap? It doesn't. Plus 8. Crouch Fierce hits meaty. Really going into the fans that went past. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get a feel for what this character all does. AT frame dash. No Oki on... If they back recover throw, no Oki. Which is fine. You're okay. You're okay. The way I have this chat set up, messages get cut off on the screen, so sometimes I have to... I need to figure out a more permanent streaming situation, but... What do you get if this hits, actually? I didn't even check that, did I? It'll be plus 5, so you can always link in a jab there. So we get something like... overhead into crouch medium punch. Okay, I need to figure this out, though. Right? I need to figure that out. Like, what do we do? What's the advantage on our DPs, by the way? Plus 29. Ooh. Most characters just can do, like, heavy DP off the lights. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Plus 31. That's no... I mean, yeah. I'd much rather have that, wouldn't I? Frame advantage there is way better. Or distance, I guess. Although that makes me go... This should work. So... Sorry, this is like not very organized right now. This is just kind of me going... Doing stuff as it comes into my head. So that hits me. So if he wakes up with jab here, let me just safe state here. Oh. 1 second. Shortcut settings got changed, which is fantastic. Save status is not what I want that to be. I don't want that to be function. And 1 second. Restart battle, yes, that's where I want that to be. How do I remove this stupid... This is not how I had this. I had this set up so that it was just... No, this is not what I want. How do I remove this stupid freaking function key? Can somebody help me with that? Because this is not how this was set up before. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. And that's what I want. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so that... You just like combo anything there? Because that just bounces into it. Not that plus. But you can literally go into like anything you want. What's the setup if they block? I'm assuming they can't mash block here. That trades. But trades mean I can probably throw here, right? Nope, can't quite throw there. You just hold back, you're plus 15. That's pretty good. You said level 2 into level 1. Let me check. So you're saying you can go like this. I'm just gonna see something real quick. Does it have to be enhanced level 2 into level 1? I'm assuming. Does it have to be air, or does it have to be special connect, maybe? Okay. So it has to be like a special combo, apparently. And the scaling will be the thing that really kills that, I think. So my guess is you go like this, and you're all buffed up or whatever. And then maybe it's like... Oh my goodness, dude. Wrong way. I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, dude. Why is that so hard for me right now? Why can I not get this cancel? I don't understand. What am I missing? Let me look at my inputs. This is saying I'm not hitting punch, apparently, which that's really a weird thing to say. Down, it's saying I... Okay. Enemy jumps at you, then SA2 run. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I need to be structured here. Okay, so here. Drive rush overhead. Dry brush overhead, combo into that. Boom. Can this doesn't combo into that. Oh, it does. Okay. So we can go like boom, boom, boom. So this has to be light. Okay, it has to be light. Okay. We can do DP there. I'm imagining we can also do something like this. But so boom. Overhead, crouch medium punch. Rewind boo, DP, right? Like that's B&B-ish, or I'm assuming that'll be slightly more frame advantage. It's plus 30 instead of plus 27, so you get extra 3 frames. So you get like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna guess this doesn't have. See, in there that hits first active frame instead of third active frame, so you can still do the overhead there if you want to. Oh my goodness, dude. Otherwise we can do something like that. I keep hitting towards Fierce. Otherwise you can do like that or whatever. The other thing I'm wondering is if it's better to do... Right, like just what are the extensions here? Like what are the things you should go for? She could end up being so. But I think, I mean, we could also do stuff like this. We could delay that. We can do like this immediately. That's plus 8. Plus 8 doesn't really get her anything special though, right? It gets her this. And do something like that. I'm curious, what's the frame advantage? Plus 33. So that was sort of my thought though, was like, I was curious about this. Right? Like, can you set it up? Like, so you can do stuff like this. Right, like OD Fireball, Dry Brush. Right? Fierce, you know. Actually, what's her 800, 800, 800? So it doesn't look like anything does more damage than anything else. You know, you do something like that, I guess. Damage doesn't seem spectacular, but I probably just don't know the routes yet. Something like this. It was like, okay. How about that? Like, this will not beat Wake Up Button. Oh, it did, because they extend. That's actually interesting. How about this? Yeah, so even light there beats Wake Up Button. Medium might be good, though. Plus 4. There, that's comboing after. That's like setting up mix. But here there's like so much time and space. It's like you can do that. Medium seems better there. Here's the question though. Is what happens if they do like... Okay, so we're super plus there. But I'm imagining sweep probably just kills us. Yeah. Can you do like drive rush jab? Drive rush jab works, so now if they don't push anything. Ooh, drive rush jab has a lot of range. I was not expecting that to have that much range. So you I didn't see anything that looked like it said there was in there, you know, like the in-game announcements. I mean, so like there they couldn't, right? You do like that, but if you do light, okay, so if you do light there, like that's just no good, I guess. You don't get anything like extra. You can also just dash here and get pretty good Oki. Maybe not. I mean, we just do like regular overhead here, just dash into overhead. Is this ever plus? What was this on hit? It's +6. It's only +2. Okay. Physics, indeed. Okay. So you do something like that. It's a little gimmicky, but like not really, right? Like they can sweep this, which is a little odd. I was definitely catching it though with drive rush jab. So like, boom. And then whatever the heck the combo is, I've forgotten. Or we can just like do OD. And you can like do the charge heavy punch version too. Yeah, see ya folks. Well, see ya Venom. Yeah, so this like, do these not all have the same frame data? Let me look at this. $62 total frames. 62 total frames. So they all look like they're the same. Okay. I'm just, for some reason, I'm getting counter hit there, but not there. I guess I'm just doing the button late. Yeah, I know, not very exciting to watch. What does she whiff punish with? This? That's a little unfortunate, huh? And crap like that, I guess. Huh. I'm not sure what her combo routes are. Like, I did the combo trials, but like in terms of like what she's actually gonna want to do, let's look at this real quick. So this just jails, but it's only +1. That's in throw range. My guess is they can walk back. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So that's like real throw mix, but doesn't jail. I'm assuming she just does what everybody else does. I didn't check this. Low forward drive rush in throw range for max. Yep. Yep, low forward drive rush, gang. And there she could go into stand media. I guess she would go into, like, if you did this and it hit, she would go there. Yeah. Otherwise, what is this combo into? Back heavy kick. Puts her in the corner. And then what does she do once they're in the corner, though? That's like that's the thing that I can't quite... So it feels like she doesn't get that good of damage mid-screen. But, like, she puts him in the corner after 2 confirms. So, does it really matter? That doesn't combo? No. I really feel like there's something to do there. I don't know. I'm gonna guess this is probably like the Oki ender. Or this is like the damage thing. Oh my goodness. Timing on this feels so weird to me. Okay, that only works if it's enhanced apparently. So what do you get here that you don't get? Is this just you get like a better flip? Is that the idea? Don't get heavy. Medium, I'd imagine, then? Yeah, so you get that. Is that really that much better? Oki's worse. 1900, 1600. So 300 more damage, but 6 less frames of advantage. I'm not convinced that's better. So she's got throw loops. Perfect. I didn't look at back throw at all. Plus 17, so she can't dash. Probably can't sub level 2. Yeah, I know, it just doesn't seem... I mean, you get a juggle here, right? So... Oh, okay. Never mind, okay. So you can actually, like, super OD extend this. You can go OD... She could dump all her meter on OD in this one combo. Pretty much. So you could go like OD to OD to jump medium punch OD. That's interesting. I guess this technically wouldn't burn her out either. Oh my goodness. Why can I never get the cancel there? I don't understand it. I didn't cancel in time, but she can like spend all of that there, which is weird. I want to see something. Okay, so that has to be enhanced, but I think you could probably get enhanced level 1 there. So I just want to see something. Okay, first off, is that just more damage? It's 100 more damage. So she definitely doesn't get extra damage there. So that's 5k. I'm curious though, actually. What do these properties all change? So like, normally that's 1600. And what frame advantage do we have? Plus 48. Here it's 1700 plus 40. So it's the same juggle height. So you don't get anything new. 2740 plus 33. 2560 plus 32. So seems like this is a little bit better in some way. Right? Like, maybe it does launch him a little bit higher. Does it speed him up? Does it speed anything up? Plus 14 frames, 14 frames, 15 frames, 15 frames. Thought that worked. Was this not in the trial mode? Combos? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. So she gets that. I still haven't found a safe jump on her either, which is a little rare. Unless, is her jump quicker? Does that say 43 total frames? 1 second. Mai will be back on screen in just a second. Okay, no, I'm goofing. I'm thinking Street Fighter 5. That's why I had to check. Yeah. So I haven't found anything plus 42 yet either, which is weird. I didn't check this either. Plus 9, plus 8. So she can do driver's jab fierce. That's really good. Although, is it? Because, like, what does she get off of fierce that she doesn't get off of? I guess that. If you're doing, like, a scaled combo, that's probably good. But, like, you know, yeah, you probably don't need safe jumps, but it's just weird because I feel like a lot of characters in this game have safe jump setups. I mean, she could manually set something up, I'm sure, with, like, that at a certain timing. Because, like, you know, plus 49 there. And if I just do this immediately, you know, plus 49. So, like, you could wait, probably. But maybe not. What are you if you just do nothing? Plus 27, okay. So far, a little confused. I mean, not confused, but, like, it'll be interesting to see what her, like, strengths actually are. Because, okay, you can do like this. Right? You're like, this is, like, something most characters get. And you can get, okay, overhead. Boom. Boom. Overhead, crouch medium punch, heavy Ryu Boo. Light flip. Right. Right. Into something like that. Damage doesn't feel great. But again, I'm not sure if I'm just, like, I don't really... Damage to me is not going to feel great coming from Marisa. You know? Let me just see something. So that was 2560 off of BMB. Let me see something real quick. Let's do, like, best possible comparison that I could. Which is, like, drive rush overhead. Now, granted, her overhead's a heavy. So more damage than Kim. But Kim's, like, you know, known for having exceptionally low damage. So, more damage than Kim. At least on, like, the no extension stuff. The main thing right now is I just don't know how to extend her combos. Something like that. And how good of an ender is this, actually? Like, it gives you a knockdown. Plus 48. That's way more plus than I was I mean, that seems pretty good. Like, literally just double dash and just... I mean, that actually seems pretty okay. Like, just do that, and that means, like, she should also get this off of... Right, because that's 9, and that's 8. Yeah. So I should be able to go, like... I mean, that seems decent. And she can extend this in the corner, right? She gets, like, DP here, super or something. Level 1. She get level 1 here, right? Yeah. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. This is the thing that I'm really confused by, though. Like, I feel like she just doesn't have a route that's like, oh, she gets, like, way more damage here. I mean, maybe I get, again, like, I guess that's sort of this route. That's sort of like the multiple ODs, right? It's like OD, OD, jump, medium punch, dive kick. And that's 3,300, which isn't, like, it's not terrible. But I just wonder... You know? And that's worse Oki than doing light. So, like, into heavy, it's 1,400. Into OD is 1,600. So this is literally just better, I guess. You know? How many active frames does this have? Just 3. So plus 24, I guess, is like the... There was something... we saw plus 24 somewhere. It was... So this would get you meaty overhead, right? Like off of plus 34. Plus 30. I'm thinking. Give me a second. That's meaty? No, that's 1 frame too many. That's plus 33. Me on my high character. Marisa, let's see, where did I get to the last... 1 second. Meaty means that I'm hitting on the... not the first active frame. So for example, this overhead has... You see these pink frames on the bottom? On the frame meter? That has 3 active frames. So after the green, that's the 19, that's the startup. And then the first pink one, that's where it's hitting. And there's 3 of those. Those are the active frames. So to hit something meaty, let me show you. Let me show you with Marisa, because that's going to be easier for me to do. So you can hit it so that you're not hitting on that very first active frame. So for example, Marisa has something like this, where she can do drive rush and then she can crouch medium kick. And you see his yellow frame meter on the bottom, there's the 199, and there's that last one with the 9 in it. That's like the bigger, it's like the, you know, the last 9, it's like bigger. That's like his last frame of waking up. So the one after that is where he's getting hit. And that's my second active frame. So I'm hitting in the middle of it. I don't know why they use the term meaty. But what's happening there is you see on my frame advantage here, right between Marisa's legs, it says I'm plus 7. Normally when I hit that, I'm only plus 6 off of drive rush. My loyal fans, yeah, that's... I'm sure there's going to be a lot of content like that out there in a couple, you know, days if you're interested in that sort of a thing. But normally this crouch medium kick is only plus 6. But by hitting on the second active frame, I'm able to get it to be plus 7. So I'm getting extra frame advantage. That's the idea behind a meaty. So it's just the idea of like you're hitting on the like later active frames. And for Mai's overhead, this is normally out of drive rush plus 6. But if you were able to hit on the second or third active frame, you would be able to either be +7 or +8. Unfortunately, +8 doesn't seem like it gets her a ton. It gets her this, but linking into this doesn't seem to grant you much unless you're in the corner. Because in the corner, let me just sort of mimic this with counter hit for a second. Yeah, something like that. In the corner, this would be good because it would let you link into back heavy kick here. The recovery timing on this is super weird. I'm like constantly super late. In the corner, this would be really good because you could do level 1 here and get a pretty dang good extension. But everywhere else, +8 doesn't really seem to get her too much. So it doesn't seem that useful. Let me see a second. Okay. What the hell does she whiff punish with? Repeat replay on. That's just annoying. Recording trigger on input. That's... Jeez. Why do they change those inputs? Like, why do they change those settings? Yeah, this is what I thought. This is like a horseshit. This is not a good whiff punish. Okay, it's okay, maybe. Yeah, that's not that good. It's not that good. Because it doesn't have great range. How about that? Is that okay? Not really. So we're probably just going to be doing stuff like this. Okay, that doesn't even combo from there. That does. So like... Stand medium punch? Yeah, there we go. I mean, obviously you can't be that far away, but... That seems okay. That seems okay. Can you get the Ryu Embu? You can't. Right? That whiffs on crouch anyway. So it seems like she can do stuff like that off of whiff punish. That seems okay. Something like that. Boom, boom. Dash up into throw. Go for the reset. I'll probably just end up going for stuff like that. Other thing is this probably is actually a pretty good. Because it like... Okay, never mind. This is it. I mean, it's not like super good because you have to be a little fast because it's 14 frames, but that feels pretty good. Okay, and off of that, that looks like you can probably get like a way better juggle. Oh my goodness, dude. Get the cancel. Oh no, it's not any higher, huh? No, we just have to delay it so we get the air pickup. I'm incorrect. Okay. Even still, that's definitely higher, right? No, not much. Even so, that's a pretty decent whiff punish. Sorry, I got distracted again. That's +7, which again, I guess gets her crouch medium kick. That's not like Terry, though. Like, this is good because you're like, okay, I can combo into stand heavy punch. Right, like I can go like this. But But not like Terry, because Terry's is good because you can make it plus. Terry's is good because you can make it plus. Mai's is, I don't know. I'm just having trouble figuring out, like... I didn't want to look at the fireball stuff today. I wanted to look at other stuff. You know? What do you mean in terms of just like when you say with scaling, what are you talking about? You know, I mean, I'll say this is this is not something that a lot of characters have been able to do that have come out since season 1. This like drive rush jab into heavy, that's not something that a lot of characters can do, but her heavy only does 800. So it's not like it's like this super high damaging thing. And pretty much everything she can do from her heavy, she can do from her medium. It's just going to be 200 less damage. Okay, let's just look at what I think are going to be the most common things. So this is going to be a very common knockdown. Drive rush overhead. Into that. Okay. And then at plus 30. So more damage, but their combo skill harder. I don't know about that. I don't think that that's necessarily true. I mean, like Bison, they nerfed him with scaling. So like he did a crap ton of damage when he came out, and they're like, no, it's too much. So they gave him more scaling. Akuma, I don't know. Akuma just does a ton of damage. I mean, if you do like his stand heavy kick stuff, it'll scale because it has 2 hits. But you just do the towards fierce, and that's not a problem. What do we do with this plus 30? That's the other thing. It's like we have more frames, so like we should be able to get something better. Would be the thought process. I mean, you can do the overhead again. You can throw any X fireball. Doesn't seem that good. You can do a crouch heavy punch that hits very late, which is interesting, I guess. It's like that's plus 8 on hit, which again, plus 8 doesn't get her much. I mean, that combos, I guess, but if they're crouching here, that's just like... First off, what is this on block anyway? Plus 1. I mean, that is very little block stun. Right, especially if they're expecting the second hit to hit, like that could get kind of tricky. But I worry about the crouch here because... Is this force stand? There's no way this forces stand. I mean, you can do this, I guess. Yeah, I was watching a couple days, you were at like 2070, right? That's when I was like in the stream a lot. And then I saw like a replay channel or something. You were down to like 1980. And then I was watching you again a little bit. You were back up. Yeah, jury's tough, man. Not a big fan. Have you hopped on yet today? Do you know where they're going to start you out at? MR-wise? I'd imagine I'm going to be started around 1500 would be my guess. But I wanted to just kind of mess around with Mai first. What the hell does she do, dude? This character is confusing me. So you like this, into that. I mean... Well, no, this reset, they're not doing that. They're not doing 1500 for everyone anymore. Because that was one of the changes they made, right? At least that was how I understood it. was that if you were at like 2K to start, you weren't going to Hurricane was gatekeeping, yeah. So if you were at like 2K, you weren't gonna have to start down at 1500, and if you were at like 1300, or if you were at like 1200 or something, you weren't gonna get brought all the way up to 1500. Which I think is fine, because I can't imagine that's super duper fun for people that like are in the 1300 range to just have to sit here and play like these people that are like way better than them. I mean, I guess there'd be no reason not to DP there. This force, why is he standing? It's because of the okay, that's why. I need to redo this because that's what's going on. I'm like, he should not be getting hit by this. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I'm just kind of I'm not really a baby about it, but like, to me, the thing that kind of stinks. Okay, so for some reason, he's standing up here, which doesn't seem to be what should be happening. So I guess I'm going to have to just like record something. I'm going to record it, and I'm literally just going to hold down back. Because there's no reason, like, unless her overhead forces stand, which, like, it could, but I really doubt it. Yeah, okay. This game's just stupid. So that's another thing, is that just whiffs, so you really probably don't want to even go into that, right? Yeah, no, that's that's sort of what I'm saying. Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not really sure what they want me to do, like, on Oki, even. Which could be good, because that could mean that she's, like, this really free-form character. That you're, like, don't have to play a certain way. I mean, that could be it. But, like, having to hit confirm this, having to, like, confirm crouching standing just feels bad to me. And then it's like, okay, what do you do there? Like, what's the correct... Like, if I didn't want to spend meter, what would I do? I would probably just do that. And then I'm plus 22, so then I guess you would just, like... dash into throw. That feels like okay, Oki, I guess. Otherwise, I guess if you're only going to spend 2 bars, you would just do that, right? And then we could still do that. Like, that's going to be the same knockdown. Except my thinking is that this is just more damage, right? 2700. 2630. Or excuse me. How much damage is this? So you can spend the meter and get for 2k, which is really not a lot. Do something like this. Plus 32. which is that frame advantage. And one too many for that, so I'm back to here, which is what I think is going to matter, is this. This is what it feels like you do. Like, I don't know. This is the only thing so far that I found that feels cheap, so this is what I'm going to sit at. So this doesn't hit. This is harder to perfect parry, so he has to delay this by even more. By even more. Okay, so perfect parry doesn't make it go away, which is the main thing I was curious about. But the perfect parry timing depends on which charge fan I'm doing. So light is going to combo into itself. No, it's not. So light maybe doesn't seem that good. What about on block? This is hard to tell. Like, what's the gap? Not big. Block reversal. Okay, I want him to... So that counter hits jabs. Light counter hits jabs. I don't know if I'm doing, like... Drive rush in, I can do, like, whatever the heck I want. You can go, like, boom. Back heavy kick. You know, you can do something like that. Into heavy DP or whatever. You do stuff like that. $14, $10, $15. I want to see something actually, real quick. Can you do this? No, you can't even do that. I was curious. Can you do that if you're buffed? Because if you're buffed with level 1, and if that works when you're buffed with level 1, that'd be good. Okay. So this character... Okay. Yeah, you want this level 1 buff. That's my takeaway right now. Because that's a ridiculous increase to damage. Right? Because normally you have to spend 4 bars to get that. So that feels like, yes, you definitely want that level 1 buff, because it lets you get this heavy Ryuembu into OD, whatever the heck this move's name is. Let's check it out. Command list, what are all the moves called? Yeah, I'm not saying that. We're going to call this elbow. DP. We'll call this Ryuenbu, because what else am I going to call it? Fire kick? No, thank you. And dive kick. And fireball. Okay. So, it seems to me like this is the thing. So, like, if they wake up like that, I think this combo's on counter hit. Yeah. She's holding that. Boom, boom. I keep doing quarter circle back kick, and I don't know why. Right? Use something like that. You do that into, like, level 2, maybe? Why am I doing crouch medium punch when I could do... Well, no, I can't, because this is not +9. I'm doing drive rush, back heavy kick, right? So it's only +7, yeah. Something like boom. Right, into something like that. Or we could just do... that, which doesn't seem like a lot of damage to me. You know, that seems okay. Okay. I think the main thing that she wants to do with the Fierce, though, right, is like... is you can do like this, right? But she can do stuff like that. Okay, so that's with light. And then on block, that's just going to be like a... If they try to mash there, we're going to get the same combo. So, like, they can't mash after the fan. Right? Into whatever we got. Okay, so they can't mash after the fan. If they delay that at all, we're +3 in throw range. Right? It's okay. What if I do medium? We're still in throw range, except the back heavy kick's hitting first. So let me just see this. Okay, because there's a gap. How plus am I off this bounce here? Only +6. So, like, you can't get a combo here. So my thought here is even if they get hit here, you can probably DP, right? Why didn't he DP? Because I deleted it immediately. Like an absolute goob. Okay. Okay, so he can't DP out of it. Even on hit. Well, on hit. I guess we'll check if he blocks. Whoops. Forgot to turn off wake up reversal. If he blocks it, he can just DP there. He can, like, react to the drive reversal and DP. So that doesn't seem that good. And that one. And then this one will go over his head too, right? So, yeah. So that doesn't seem that good. To just drive rush there, I mean. Obviously we don't have to drive rush. Because you can do stuff like that too. You know, and stuff like this, where you just, like, throw out heavy kick, and then you just end up with plus frames. This seems okay. You're not in throw range, though, right? So that's, like, the big thing. So against characters with no DP, drive rush here seems okay. Right? But if they can just react to the drive rush and block, that doesn't seem that strong. Can you just walk up and, like, low? You can probably walk up and do a low. For sure. So if I have him to, like, stand block and then stand block only. This seems okay. But frame advantage on that's going to be very variable depending on when you hit this. Like, there was +7. I'm curious, does that work? That does work. So you do something like this. Which isn't terrible, but there's no overhead threat here. But I'll bet you could do here. I keep doing towards heavy punch instead of towards medium punch. So, like, you can do something like that, I guess. But that's not going to get you, like, a big combo. Because we're too far away here. So you'd have to think about, like... So, like, that means mid-screen this probably isn't that good, right? I'm just doing this mid-screen real quick. It's like, this feels good, right? In some respects, this feels really good because you're like, okay, I can, like drive rush into a medium, and yeah, there's a gap there, but, you know, but they can wake up block and then DP, right? Or at least Ken can. I guess that's going to be, like, a character-specific thing. Okay, that didn't get... He actually didn't get out of there. So I don't know. Is that good? That's okay. I mean, he's doing more damage to us than we're doing to him. So I guess there's that. I wonder if in the corner you can... Eh? Oh, that would have been sick. Let's start up on that. Plus 7. 10. So if level 2 doesn't connect, then let's start up on level 1. 6. So in the corner, that actually might connect. 1 second. Hard for me to tell. Anyway. So what, we get like meaty fan here. And then you feel like you can maybe do like drive rush overhead. Okay, so you really can't like combo off this if it hits. Like on Wake Up, you really don't get anything. It's just sort of like... Also, is this 5? That's 4. Right? So like there's this big ass gap. I mean, heavy's nice because you have like the... Heavy's nice because you can actually like set up mix here. Right? Like heavy's nice because of that. And then guess what? Like you're still going to be plus. But that's the other thing. Like, can I just dash? Like, what if I just dash? I mean... That seems okay, I guess. Like, with light, you're, like, doing, like, okay, I'm just going to... Like, if he mashes on the light, it feels like maybe that's the mix-up. Where, like, they have to, like, try to... So dash here, like, will punish counter a jab. That seems okay. Then we're plus 28, so you can do, like, dash into heavy punch. Or you just do heavy punch, I guess. Or you drive rush, duh. So you like dash and then you get hit and you drive rush into that. Into whatever. I'm not sure what the conversion is yet. So this seems okay so far. Because if they mash on it, and then you can throw them. Sweep just seems like a good option there, though. Like, because I can't interrupt that. It's like... Feels like they could just react to forward movement and do sweep. And then they're plus. You know? That seems good, though. That seems really good. Have we found it? I mean, because this is going to beat, like, most... What's the time starting up on this, though? Like, what frame is this hitting on? Like, it's hitting, like, very late, right? So we might be able to do this on, like, a bunch of things. I mean... Is this it? Is this what she does? She just, like, throws OD Fireball? She just, like, does that? And if you try to push on it, you just get destroyed. That seems pretty good. I mean, because you can't mash, right? So, like, what if you tech, right? Like, that's obviously the other thing is, like, what if you tech? Oh, okay. That tacking there actually does get you out of this. And you can't shimmy it. But you can jab. Okay, so like, that means this must be like plus, what? Plus 1? Plus 2 maybe? Plus 1. So I must be plus 1 when I dash here. Which means I'm plus 19 besides. If I'm plus 19 besides, that means that I should be able to counter hit them with that. That just jails. Yep, that's 19 frames. That settles. This should counter hit. Not very good though. That means that's uninterruptible. Obviously that's really expensive. That's not, it's kind of not the point. That should counter hit. Yep. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. But like, even just mashing here is really stupid for him because I mean, we can take him to the corner. Alright, we can do that. Okay. Counter hit there, no kidding. Right, like that deals with them. They can't just like mash on. They can't just like mash timing or whatever. I'm just not sure, like I'm sitting here at plus 35 and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with plus 35? Like, say that hits, right? Like, I'm plus 34. What do I do? Do I do this? Like, what do you even do at plus 34? Like, you literally do another one of these, I guess. That actually might be interesting. I want to see something. Whoops. So that's an issue though, right? Is like, okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, I'm missing my cancel. This just not cancel. Okay, I know it cancels. I've been canceling it. I'm just having a real hard time with the, well, whatever. What do I do at plus 21? You know what I mean? Like, what are you even supposed to do here? Right, you can do like dash up and that'll... But I think I said I was plus 1 here, right? So I really do want to be going into jab. Or into throw. So jab will counter hit there. And then we're +4 after that. So like, so like this, jab, block that, and then we dash again. And we're still in throw range. So it's like jab, dash, jab. I mean, that seems good. Let me have him mash it after the third hit. Yeah. Actually 2+ there. Yeah, so that would... I mean, that seems okay. The real question is, like, how plus are you off of all this stuff? So, if that's what I think we're supposed to do then, like... Okay, so here's the other question, is like, if I just do this... I mean, obviously this is expensive. Like, no doubt about that. I like doing this, because this forces stand, so like, even if I hit a crouching normal, they're fine. Or I'm fine, I guess. Again, damage not super high. That's where I think, like, what if we, like, can we route into level 1 here? Like, do you just go like this? Right, like, that works, right? Why did I think that worked? Was it OD? Okay, so like doing something like that, I think reasonable. Although that's the other thing, is like, are these more plus? So here's the other question, is character settings. I'm assuming I just want to set her, I just want to try this for a second. I want to see how different this is. First off, my frame advantage is the same there? It is. Okay. So I want to see, first off, like, if I just throw a fireball there, I'm +15. So like, if you use like a normal fireball, you use something like that and you're, you know, getting a frame trap. But I have been doing this. I've been doing like, throw it up. And that's like way better. Because we can just do dash throw there. And then if he mashes, the throw should win. Yeah, I'm super plus. So you actually have to like delay it. You actually probably just frame trap with that. Absolutely you can. You can frame trap with that, which is even better because that would force stand. So you just go like boom, boom, boom. And there's the damage. There's the damage. Yeah, people were worried that her flame stocks wouldn't be good. I don't think that's going to be an issue. That's my first thought. Because you can do like stuff like this. But that's what it feels like. It feels like that's what you want to do. Like you want to do stuff like that. Boom. Boom. Who knows what the deal is. Okay, same idea here. Throw one of those. Also, does this hit low? It didn't. Okay, I really didn't think it would, but I hadn't really observed that yet. So, like, that's not a frame trap. Okay, like, the overhead there isn't technically real. They can mash out of that. Right? That jails, which means we should be able to grab here maybe, but I'm not sure we can get close enough. But I'll bet if they parry, we do. 1 second. Misty block type, drive parry. Yeah. So and if we stop early here, if we do like that, like they can mash out of this. But if we stop early expecting them to and they don't, we're still plus, like anyway, basically, is what's going to end up happening. So, but we're definitely going to be able to beat this with like drive our crouch medium kick. That we can combo off of, that we can like super combo off of. So like boom, dash up into that, into super good Oki. You know? Right, and if they try to mash like something slow to catch, but we'll be able to catch the overhead is the point, right? Like, if I send them to crouch block only, right, we can link off that. And we can even do something like that if we want to. If we're worried about like them being crouching. But I don't know, stuff like that. Just food for thought. That being said, I'll get into the flame stocks later. I was just curious how that sort of worked. In the corner, I'm wondering if I do something like that, I'm plus 30. So if I do like DP here, if I do like this, if I do like Fireball here, right, that hits on frame 1. I actually am 2+ to throw here, which is kind of crazy. Right, I'm assuming if I do light here and he wakes up with DP, he'll get hit. I guess I maybe shouldn't assume this. He can perfect parry this, but it's not a big deal. Because it doesn't really change anything. Because he still has to deal with the fan. Wake Up DP does win, which is not really a surprise. It's not really a surprise that the Wake Up DP beats that. It's kind of unfortunate. But the really unfortunate thing is that you can't fake it at all, right? Like, if you could fake it, that'd be ridiculous. But so this is going to be like a setup against characters without a DP, looks like. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be a good setup. I'm assuming it will still lose to this, too. Yeah, so this is not great, actually. But it's okay. Like, it'll end up being okay. It won't end up being super good, but it'll end up being decent, I guess. So let's just see what happens. How plus am I? Seems like Fierce traded. So I must be like +6. Or no, he's getting counter hit by the... So this has like very little lock stun on the first hit. Which is interesting. I keep forgetting that there's like a extra hit there. That's very weird. I don't know if this is even worth screwing around with, I guess. Because like they're not going to mash here. I'm not sure how plus I'm going to end up being. Looks like plus 26 plus. It's always hard to tell. But this doesn't look like something where in the corner you're really going to want to do it like super point blank. Like off of a DP, I mean. Looks like it's going to be something where you're going to want a little space, huh? Okay, so far I'm thinking something like this. Maybe do a dash to the plus frames. Yeah, no kidding. I'm an idiot. So I'm plus 10 after dash. Some user plus 28 normally, which means nothing much. That means that's lock, yeah. Means you can't even set up DI there. Lame. I mean, you could do like medium. That's still lock. Heavy. Combos. So you literally can't set up a DI there. It's a little unfortunate. Because that would have felt kind of cheap. Yeah, and that's like hitting even before the dash comes through, which I knew. I'm thinking. So what's the flowchart stuff look like? Looks like, okay, we can do like drive rush overhead. Okay. Drive rush overhead, +1. We can do forward dash. We can just do forward dash into like walk up throw. Right, like this, nothing wrong with this Suzuki. Or we can do back heavy kick and we're +1 on block, so we can do, you know, other stuff. How minus is this, by the way? Just curious. -11, okay. So we do like that, that's plus frames. We can do that, that's not plus frames, but it's, you know, that'll be -3, -2, -3. Yeah, maybe stuff like that, I guess. Boom, setup mix. So you can do, you know, like the normal Street Fighter 6 stuff. Like that. Just normal Street Fighter 6 stuff. That doesn't get you much, but you can do like OD Fireball here too. Into Drive Rush. And you can combo out of it. So you can go like boom, 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 boom. You can do stuff like that. That feels pretty good. Okay. Again, it doesn't matter what they wake up with. Wake up DP, they're not going to wake up DP from there because you're a million miles away. This would be very stupid. Right? I'll figure out DP combos in a bit, I guess. But if they block the whole thing, we're +8. So we can jail with like crouch medium kick. We can do something like that. I guess that's not safe from there, huh? That's super minus, so you really have to space this, actually. That is pretty decent range. How minus are all these things? I'm just curious. -12. -13. Were they really saying that you could like use this as like an approach option? Is that really something that they like actually suggested? That doesn't seem good to me. Right, you can get cheeky with the overhead. You can go for the low. Or you can go for the throw. What's really keeping them honest here is one, if they block and then mash to try to catch the probably into setups that looks like on what? You're saying on this fireball? Yeah, but the problem is the fireball doesn't go away when you perfect parry it though. So like that's block reversal. Whoops. See, I'd have him delay it a little bit. That's continuous frames. Oh, for the elbow. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about the setup I was working on. Yeah, I mean, this looks really stupid. Like, but my guess is this isn't even worth, like, trying to perfect parry. Because my guess is, like... Whoops. Let me just put him in a block all here. I mean, this looks like... You have to do this from, like, full screen. You do it from full screen, you're 0. And, like... My bet is that you can't even cancel this into level 3. That's my bet. I'm going to try. Yeah, you can't even cancel that into level 3, which means DI. Like, you just see it and you DI it. But no, so this, like, in terms of perfect parry, though... Like, I mean, that's the nice thing about this, right? It's like, even if they perfect parry it... I mean... I don't know, that's in, like, the, you know, that's, like, in the... See, and, like, here he's almost 2+. So, like, this seems like they could maybe... like, there is counterplay here, which is like, hey, you could, like, perfect parry this. You could perfect parry this fireball and then do, like, a well-timed sweep, and you'd have advantage. You can deal with it. Which, I mean, I guess. So, just random thought. about training mode, ways that can make it better. There's really not much, but if you could set it up so that they could like do a drive rush reversal without having to have me do like having me do like this, I get it. Like I know I can do that. I know I can set up, you know, recording or whatever. Right, that's sort of what my thought was though, right? Like I just wanted to see if I could do that, and I can. So like use stuff like that. But it would be nice, at least in my opinion, if you could set it up to have them drive rush out of block stun or like on wake up, you know, there's just some sort of modifier you could do to have the dummy like wake up with a have the dummy like drive reversal or something. So obviously this is expensive. And if they just block, you don't get a ton. But between having that and that, now that's the only issue here is like your minus. So like I might even just do this for low confirm because you can actually confirm it. Right? Like if I do switch block type random. Okay. You know, into that or whatever. Or that, or whatever the heck. Whoops. Right, we can do stuff like that. And it feels okay, I guess. So you can like do the drive rush, the overhead stuff. And you can also do drive rush. So like you get real mix off this. Like you get this knockdown, you just drive rush, you can either do drive rush overhead, drive rush low, drive rush throw. Obviously you have to manually time it. Not a huge deal. You can also get into the fun stuff, which is like, we can also probably dash here. But my guess is we're not really that plus. So like, if he mashes here, I guess I should check that. Whoops, I'm gonna do that on block. Yeah. But again, they can sort of react to the dash and sweep. No, sweep, or I have him delaying it. Only by 1 frame. Okay. So maybe not. How slow is Ken sweep? 8 frames. So if I'm counter hitting that, I must be +2. I guess I could only, like, I could be +1. Do I have anything that's 7? I do. So that's trading. See, I'm +1. So I'm +1 off a dash there. Which means this will... Yeah. Or I'm -1. I'm -1, I mean. I'm -1 after dash. Because my 7 frame was trading with his 8 frame. So I'm -1 after dash. So like that'll trade. So you can do stuff like this. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm terrible. That was a link. Why am I so bad? Why am I so bad? That's right, he's crouching, duh. That doesn't combo, stop doing it. See something like that. So we can get Oki like that. Which actually seems okay. You can also do like dash into jab, but I think that'll whiff, right? Like if he doesn't push anything, that whiffs. Does this whiff? No, that still hits. So you do something like that. I mean, that's obviously awful. But you can do like dash up, crouch, medium kick too if you think he's going to block low or you think they're going to try to walk back. Curious? No, because it has too many hits, right? No, that's still going to be super punishable. But like, they can't really mash there, is the point. And throw should whiff. Not if I push a button. If I don't push a button, throw will absolutely whiff. Wow, that's really annoying spacing, actually. But you do like jump heavy punch or something. I mean, you know. Just curious, actually. You can make that connect. I mean, I'm not saying that's good, but you could do it. Huh. Drive rush overhead. I mean, you can do that. You're in throw range after they block that. Is there any reason to do this? Do you get, like, what mix do you get here that you don't get off of, like... I think this is probably just level 1 stuff, right? Like, just drive rush overhead, drive rush low. I mean, obviously the conversions aren't super good off of this. So you something like that. Just trying to talk it out, just trying to memorize it. And if they do that, I guess you just do like drive rush. Or like if you get counter hit here, you just go like this. Obviously not the real thing to do there. Right, like you can probably also set up some of this stuff where it just makes it harder to deal with. Right, and they can like walk back and whatever. I think setting this up so that it's not even a meaty is probably okay. But like if you want it to be a meaty, you know, you can do weird stuff. I guess it's good to know you could also do this too, like just normally. You could also just do like a dash up into a manual time crouch medium punch. You have to lay it a little bit, but that's not really that good, I wouldn't imagine. Well, I mean, I guess it's normally +5 on hit, so like, if you manage to hit it on the second active frame at all, like, you're always going to be able to link it into itself. So maybe this isn't terrible. Like, maybe that's not terrible as a meaty tool. Maybe I've overlooked this. Seems okay. Not great damage for 2 bars. But you can go into heavy and, you know, then you just get Oki. So, that seems reasonable. What does she do at +4 though? I guess She doesn't really have any. I mean, I guess it would be this. That's what, -1 on block? Yeah, so. And it's not cancelable. So that's sort of like the. That's sort of like the Street Fighter 6 thing, right? It's like the curse where like some characters just don't have safe specials they can cancel into. You know? It's always like, what am I supposed to do? Like, okay, they block something and then I go, what am I supposed to do now? Right? Like, say you land this, you know, and you forward dash and you're +4, and it's like, okay, I forward dashed, I'm +4. I went for a meaty. You know, I mean, you can get low. You can get a low here, so like, they can't walk back. Not that they could try to walk back, but if they stand block, you know, you can go that as your strike option. Or you can go this as your strike option. But if I go with this as my strike option, it's -3. Okay. So if I go this is my strike option, it's -3. What do I do? Well, I can drive rush cancel it, I guess. I can set up being +3. Right? But I really don't have a ton of great options there, except for back heavy kick or jab. Right? That's kind of expensive. I can't cancel into fan, really, because this is -6. So, like, if Ken does stand light kick here instead, I'll get punished. That's crouching light kick. Like, no shot, right? And that's even more minus. So the only really safe thing I can do here is, like, this EX fan. Which... I mean, I think is safe, right? Like, I don't think that I can... Like, if I hold back here, if I, like, you know, if I block... Like, he can't punish me, so I'm -2 or -3. I'll tell you in a second, I guess. So that's 4 frames. Let's make it 6 frames. So I'm -3 if I throw this. So it's like, okay, what do I do? Like, do you just hold down back? Or do you trust that he's going to be smart and know? Okay, because you're like, okay, well, even if I jab here and I get counter hit, I can convert off of the fan. So maybe mashing jab here is something I should do. Right? Because then at least if they do like crouch medium kick, but would you look at that? That actually evades it for him, which is a little silly. That's going to be character dependent, probably. So if they just do like a normal that moves them forward, that's faster than, you know, like that trades, but I can't combo out of it. So that's just like a... Did you try your light TC? It doesn't seem great, right? Because it's always at least -6, isn't it? Because, like, that's -10. So, like, if I just let it go, that's -10. So, like, I guess they probably can't punish this, can they? That would be my... Right, like, I'm sure they can't punish this. This is really far away at -10. So, like, you just confirm this would be the guess? Yeah. But it's -10 as well. So, like... What that means, though, right, is... This will be easier for me to show if I record my doing this to me. Right, so -10, though. I'm confused. They're my general thoughts about Mai so far. So, like, this is my only thing about this. Yeah, exactly. Day zero vibe check. Is she can't really do anything about just drive rush jab, right? Like at -10. Right, drive rush jab will trade with, like, I guess she could, like, mash a 4-framer, but that seems kind of insane. No, I'm having a little trouble figuring out what Mai does, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I guess. Whoops, I forgot what I was doing. Whoops. Oh, she can... That's interesting. I wasn't thinking about that. She can, like, level 2 in the air. Can't even mash DP out. 1 second. I don't feel like being good. I don't feel like being good, so I'm just going to... Whoops. I was supposed to be ODDP. Something like that. I mean, you can do Yomi level stuff like this all day, I guess. But then, like, if I know you're going to do that, I'll just do this. You know? Oh, we're even there. Okay. Boom! What are you going to do about that? Yeah, I suppose Mai can ODDP. I'm not used to thinking about character... Like, I'm not used to thinking about playing character with an ODDP. I mean, I guess. It recovers fairly fast, so... Yeah, they can't really do much. That's fair. That's fair. Driver's DI is like, feels like this crackhead thing to do, but it's actually not terrible. Triken's SA2. So you want me to just have him do this? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can do... I'll look. You're saying can SA2? Super Arts. Shippu. Oh, I took away his meter too. Yeah, that punishes. Yeah, it is. It's -3, but it's -3. So, like, it is safe. Yes. OD Fireball's, like, her... Kind of think it's her safe cancel. That was my just do dot. So you're saying... Like, he has to do it reversal. I keep doing quarter circle forward. Wow. Okay, but can he just delay this by, like, a little bit? Can he just delay this by, like, a little bit? Because this is, like, 6 frames, right? Nah, he almost certainly can't. Maybe on Modern you could try to react to it. I don't know. That's kind of a risky business, though. I mean, that's -6. Okay, so you're saying if he does... So you're saying if he delays this... So you're saying if he delays his, I can do mine? Is that what you're saying? I just think there's probably a timing. Yeah, that's a punish. That's what I'm saying, is here I'm having him do it at a 4-frame delay, which is the max, like, that's the max he can delay it. Okay, because this is -10 and his super, his level 2 is 6 frames. So, like, if he delays it more than this, it won't be a punish anymore. I can just hold back. Okay. If he delays it 3 frames, again, it's still a punish. So, like, because then I'm landing. Right? So I think the key would just be for him. I mean, again, that's tough. Like delaying that by, you know, like 3 or 4 frames, like that's going to be tough for him to do. But I mean, I don't think it's like good players will be able to, like really good players. I mean, depending if Mai's good. Like if Mai sucks, like no one's going to bother. Yeah, if Mai sucks, no one's even going to bother to learn that. But if she's like a tournament pick, that is 100%. People will, you know, I mean, because Ken's common enough, obviously, that like, no. Ken is common enough. I'm just curious. You just mentioned Marisa, so now I'm like, stand heavy kick's the first thing I thought of, because this has like a ton of range. Ha ha! It doesn't have fireball invincibility. I'm pretty sure it has invincibility. Yeah, it does. It's not fireball invincible unless she's enhanced. So this doesn't actually look that bad as Marisa. I mean, obviously this is DIable. So she can be like a crackhead and do that. Give me heavy punch for a second. In range. Punish counters it. If my delay dives. Let me see something. Is this safer if I delay the dive? Okay. Never. Okay, this actually seems okay then. If you can make this -2, this is actually okay. -1? Do like a super late dive, you end up -1? Okay, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. So this is a pretty, I mean, she can like, that's going to hit from really far away, isn't it? I mean, doing something like this, like TK dive kick. Well, I mean, that's going to be a decent, what is this on punish counter? Knocks down. That's a good question. Whoops. My guess is no. Just barely no. Because of course. I have this thought though. What's that question? You think knockdown will change if he has fire buff? It looked like it didn't, but I'll check. It looked like it wasn't a different knockdown. No, she can definitely juggle there. I don't know into what. Maybe just level 1 would be my guess. But that looks like she can probably juggle there. No? Maybe she hits it low enough. Like if you hit like a TK dive kick or something, and it's like... We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. The hitbox could be really high, though. Oh, I'm so terrible at TK dive kick. I would have thought for sure that would juggle there. So knockdown doesn't really look any different then. Looks very similar. Looks identical to me. Plus, yeah. Come on, let me dream, Mark. Let me see if I can just like, you know, do this. And smoke or stupid. Have you tried crouch medium kick, driver forward K, into like kick dive kick? No, I haven't. I haven't tried much. This TC sucks. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's good, but it might not be bad. I didn't set the recording. So far, my only thing I haven't liked about the patch or about the update is, yeah, that's way too slow, of course. But I did heavy, so let me try light charge, copium. Yeah. Although you know what you probably can do is, yeah, I'm pretty sure safe jump anywhere on screen when using the TC. Really? I was talking earlier. I'm like, I haven't found a. You're saying that's a safe jump? Oh my gosh. I mean, that won't need the TC. Okay, so she gets like a 41 frame safe jump. Never mind. Okay, this character's cheap. She can't chain into it though, huh? So she has to link into it. And then jump medium kick hits both recoveries. That's a cross up? Jeez. After 4HK, it's plus 42. So, like, this is plus 42. But just off of this, I mean, this is plus 41. So this will still smoke pretty much every DP. But no, like, it'll smoke every OD DP. Here, I'll grab Luke for a second. So, for those of y'all that don't know, plus 42 is the magic number for safe jumps. But plus 41 will work against OD DPs, generally. Well, no, it will. There's no OD DP that's 5 frames. But things that are 5 frame startup, Ryu SA3 won't work. So things plus 42 will work on everything except for Lily Windclad Condor Spire, or excuse me, Tomahawk Buster. No, Tomahawk. What the heck's the name of her DP? Tomahawk. It's Tomahawk Buster, right? That's the DP. But I'll just say Lily ODDP. So for those of y'all that don't know, you cannot safe jump this character. I don't think Ryu's SA3 is 5 frame startup. I'm pretty sure his SA3 is like 7 frame startup, isn't it? But I'll check. So Tomahawk Buster, yeah. So Lily Tomahawk Buster, when she has wind stocks, literally can't be safe jumped. Gigantic change Marisa got? No, I haven't seen it. I didn't even know there was a patch. I'm assuming you're being sarcastic. What got changed? But plus 41 won't work against basically light DPs, but most people don't know that. So you kind of get away with it anyway. But it'll work against every ODP. Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic. Let's see. What do I think that was buggy that they could have changed? No, I got nothing. But this seems okay. I mean, the only issue I have with this is just the damage is super low. So that's 2370. And normally, and it's really not. Super Art cancel input buffer when time has been changed to start from frame 10 instead of frame 2. Super cancel input buffer windows. Oh, so they made it harder to do... So you're saying they changed the buffer to get SA2, so like... It's now easier to... Are you saying they made it easier to get OD Dima here? Or did they make it easier to get level 2? I wasn't understanding that. Let's see, let me read it. Performing overdrive with quarters, double quarter, what result in resist? Okay, so they made it harder to get... Okay. I mean, that makes some sense. Wait, what? Did you know it was a safe jump? I mean, never do that, but did you know that was a safe jump? It made it harder to accidentally level 2 after OD Demon instead of the slam. I mean, I guess. I don't think that's literally ever happened to me. Don't tell Goldbanks. He'll pull this out on somebody. So I don't know, in terms of it's never happened to me at all. So apparently they made it harder to accidentally get level 2 here. I'm trying to think like what like cosmic horror level of mashing you would have to be to... No, hey, Capcom, you want to fix something? Stop giving me super here. I mean, yeah. Like, what? Like, I've never gotten a super there in my entire life. And I don't think I've ever accidentally gotten an OD Demo. Like, and the thing saying that, like, they made it harder to get level... I don't know. I have no idea. Also, I never do super with 2 punches. And, like, why would I be mashing OD Dema? Like, under what context am I mashing this move? Okay, I promise you, somebody's getting hit with this as a safe jump eventually. It's awful. And the context in which this would be a good idea is literally nothing. Does that mean this is a safe jump too, plus 41? No, plus 38. Yeah, I have no idea what that change even is. Back to Mai. So she does have a safe jump anywhere on screen, which is good. Ooh, that did not hit. Because did I push the button? Okay, I just pushed the button early. So this shouldn't have to be drive rush though, because, okay, yeah, I guess. So like, boom. Boom. Into safe jump. That's interesting. I mean, this actually doesn't even lose that much damage, to be honest with you. That's 2370 versus what I would normally do here would be like this. I say normally like I play this character a ton. So my meterless option here, you can go meterless Oki like that. Okay, that's 2200, which is less, but you're like... Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. And you don't have to worry about confirming, so like... Damage optimal. Why do I always want to do quarter circle back kick? Damage optimal would look like that. That's 2760. So like, for damage optimal, you're losing quite a bit. You can do quarter circle back. Yeah, I know. And this would be like this is like what I would think the mid-screen combo was. Right? I mean, yeah, this is like the route that I've really been looking at. Yeah, what do you think? Why do you think her number is plus 43? I mean, she does have some stuff on plus 43 for sure. But what makes you say that you think her number is plus 43? But I think most of the time you're probably going to want to spend this. Right? Like, that just feels like it's such an increase in damage. Right? Like, that's 20,900. If you do quarter circle forward, medium kick instead, you land +4 on the opponent, but it seems like a gimmick because of parry. If you do quarter circle forward, medium kick. Okay, so, okay, I get what you're saying. You're saying off of this, that's +4. I mean, that's cute. That's cute. Be +8 on burnout. Might not be terrible against burnout. That's funny. I mean, I think when she has flame stocks, yeah, no, I mean, again, I do the same Superman Punch Oki too. So, like, I think that that's really good. That would also be safe against drive reversal then, right? Because the Superman Punch stuff is. So, safe against drive reversal, I mean, that's not terrible. But to me, the big thing is this, is she can do that when she has flame stocks. She can do heavy Ruembu. So she can go, like, heavy into OD, into dive kick. And that's pretty good damage. You know? I mean, something like this into level 2, I mean, that's 50%, and they're, like, just in the corner. Right? So, like, I mean, that feels okay, right? So, like, to me, her flame stocks seem to kind of be really good. And am I wrong about this? But I thought this hit on crouch when they were... No, it doesn't. Still doesn't hit on crouch. I don't think this launches any higher, right? When you have flame stocks. But you can do like medium or something. I definitely want to have him recover backwards. But being able to do like... Being able to do that as a juggle, very good. Mainly what I've been messing around with so far... you can do quarter circle back, heavy punch after EX. That's right, that's right. I forget that. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Yes, with flame stocks, yeah. So you can go like... Boom, boom. There's no way, though, that you can still do, like... There's so much he has strings like Admirodies are great for combo confirms. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. But that doesn't work anymore. That'd be way too good. Does this whiff on crouch? This never whiffs on crouch, right? It just looks like it should. Why do I not? I just cannot seem to get the timing for this. You have to DP there, I'd imagine. Nope, you can still do that. So that's actually pretty good, huh? Does she have any buttons of force standing? Yeah, this does. That forces stand. Which is why you want to try to route into that. So, like, for example, kind of the Oki I've been working on, or the thing that I've been seeing, is... Let me take him off of crouch only. Or the thing that I've been trying to do is, like, off of this, doing something like that. So, like, OD Fireball will catch the mashing. And then you go like this. Boom. Into that. Into that. Right? And that feels pretty good. But this is what I'm saying when I'm like, you get so much more damage if she has flame stocks. Because you can go like... I mean, with flame stocks, this is even... What am I doing? I can't get the combo because I'm like not thinking. Okay, there we go. That should work. but I just suck. Right, and that's like 3K and a lot of corner carry and whatever. Say, I don't think there's any SA2 for 2/4 circle back punch. So that's like the Oki I've been looking at, because like I think that that's going to be like obviously this is going to be a common knockdown. It's a confirm from lights. But you can also get drive rush overhead. That's going to trade, and I think it's always plus enough to do stand heavy punch. But that's the thing is, like, if this hits, what do you do? Like, I guess you would do that, right? So that's the thing about OD is you can sort of do this. Like, you can always do you can always do this. But that's like a lot of meter to spend. Right? I think that's a lot of meter to spend. You can burn yourself out doing that. And you can do like OD dive kick into level 2 and the damage is okay. But then you can also do drive rush low here. Right? Do I think there's value in quarter circle back medium punches and knockdown? I have no idea yet. How plus are you? It also hits off of lights. Not from far away. So only after 2? Not off of crouch jab. Probably only stand jab? Okay. So you go like 1, 2, 3 into this. Can you juggle off this? No. I can't imagine, just on the face of it, I do not know when I would want to do this. I'm not saying it's useless, but like, I honestly can't think of a time. I can't think of a time. Like, yes, like in the corner, like, yes. In the corner, 100%. That you would want to do that here because it's just going to be more damage, right? 1250 versus 1130. So like in the corner, yeah, because it's more frame advantage and more damage. But mid screen, I don't think so. Like mid screen, I think you're always going to want to go for the elbow because it just does way more corner carry. So no, I've been working on like common knockdown, so I've been looking at this. Where I go, okay, we can overhead. You move light kick and overhead, you're +4. You're saying off of this. Yeah, I knew you meant on hit. So that you can link out of it. That's good. How many frames is this? 14. So +21. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. There was something else that was +21. It was their forward throw, though, right? Yeah, you're too far away. That's a shame. So the other thing I've been looking at has been... I mean, okay, so the other common knockdowns that I think we're going to have are this, and this is +30. So it's really similar to the other time you get the light elbow, but it's not like... stellar. Does drive rush into overhead after quarter circle back medium punch win clean rather than trading? One second.
Really now?
No, because it's going to be way too plus. So like it's just going to whiff. It does off of this setup, so if you do the heavy Ryuembu into the light shoulder off of this setup. Thanks, Gustavo. I appreciate it. So, off of this setup, this will hit. But you can also do drive rush back heavy kick, I think, off this other setup. Or no, the other thing I saw was you can do like forward dash into back heavy kick. And you'll hit. So you can go like this. And connects. And we go boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right, but again, if you want to, I wonder if this works. No. No, that doesn't work either. I was just curious. So, like, 1 second. So that's 2630 plus 24. That's 2700 plus 32. Tell me why I wouldn't do that one. I guess it doesn't cancel into level 3. I guess that's why. That'd be like one use case. So you can do that, or again, you can manually time, drive rush low, or throw. Right? This is a little bit better, I guess, because you're a little bit more plus. So like, the other thing is you don't have to drive rush here. So I was showing before, you could like, but you can also just like do stuff like that. So it's like, you do stuff like this, but you can't combo here. You can also just like, you know, dash up and do stuff like this. That's also like kind of a funny thing you can do. You can do drive rush crouch heavy punch and only the second hit will hit. So you're, you know, pretty dang plus there too. And if you want to be really funny, you could link into itself. If this had less pushback, you know, that'd be a really good route. But I don't think there's really anything you can do to like get into it, I guess. So you do something like that. But I've been working on like OD Fireball stuff. Right, like that combos. So you go like this. Into that. You know, into corner carry, whatever. And then if they just keep blocking, they can like try mashing after this. Whoops, I wanted him to be blocking though. So you can do stuff like that. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do there, though. Right, like I can spend stuff, but you know, into whatever, I guess. Obviously, if they don't mash here, you know, we're plus 15, so like, thought I said it was plus 15. Yeah, plus 15 there. So then, like, if they wait, that should trade if I do it at the right timing. But I'm just gonna end up canceling it there, I think. So like, doesn't really feel like there's a ton I can do here. Because if I dash, I'm gonna like, this has so much block stun that like, it's really hard to delay it and then get it parry afterwards. Right, so like I keep getting the cancel when I don't want it. Otherwise, this should work as well. I should be able to get the low there. Right. And I think that is more range, so like... But again, we're still going to get the crappy cancel, but at least I can do like this, I guess. So I'm still trying to figure this out. That's kind of funny. You like light elbow and then the fan hits and we end up being +2. But so far, like, you know, we can do this like drive rush here, or we can do this, you know, dash into that, but it's really hard for me to... Like, that should trade. Like, if I'm doing this correctly, that should trade. But it's so hard for me to time this. Right, like that should trade. If you can freaking get that. I mean, I think that's cute, you know? I think it's going to look like a screw up to a lot of people too, which I like. Feels hard to time for some reason. And there, like, I don't know why. You're punishable if you screwed up. There, I was only +1, I think. So it seems variable, which I really don't like. Maybe like this. Just wait for the fan to hit. But I'm delaying it too much now. Now I'm just delaying the medium punch. Might as well just do medium punch, huh? This is very hard for me for some reason. Okay, there we go. So you can do something like that. And that's +11, right? Seems okay. That's the thing is, like, what do I even do with +11? Like, I mean, you can into this, right? A lot of setups I've tried to find feel like they rely on the opponent doing the back roll or not too, which feels weird to me. I don't think this will, right? Because here I have them set to... I mean, this is certainly better if they don't back roll, but I feel like most Oki is, because here you can just, like, dash up and throw them. Yeah, you do that. Safe jump, I guess. Doesn't look like his follow-up hits with the recover and place and block. I mean, not if you don't touch them. But, like, if you walk up, crouch, medium kick, it'll hit. Or, like, drive rush into something. Like, drive rush, medium punch. Right, it's like... I mean... You know. So, like, yeah. I mean, it depends on what they do. He might be able to, like, block and push, like, a crouching normal or something. You might be able to, like, this was an issue with Ken before. Where, like, he could do that. But again, like, I'm plus, so, like, that'd be a really weird thing to do. you know. But you can also, especially if they know if they recover like in place, but even if they recover backward, this was something I was also working on. Was doing like this stuff. But yeah. Can't be all loosey-goosey at the table having a sandwich. Sorry, that was like a masterclass ad for like for poker. That was Negreanu. It was like, you can't be all loosey-goosey at the table having a sandwich. That was like one of the lines in that masterclass ad. Okay, so you can do stuff like this. And like, I mean, you can even jump here and you should be able to combo the jump. So you can do stuff like that. But in general, that's not great, right? Because you don't want to rely on them not back rolling, because most people back roll all the time. However, you should have that same spacing if you land like this combo, like, I don't know, like around mid-screen. Like, say I whiff punish something, right? Like, say I do like this, and I go like that, right? Like, I think this is going to be like a thing that she does, right? Stuff like this, and against characters with no DP, like, this is going to be good. Like, against characters with the DP, they can probably just react, and they can probably just react to recharging the fireball and reversal, which is kind of crappy. Like, they won't be able to react to this, but then this won't hit. Like, you can, like, charge the OD too, though, I guess. And just get, like, free plus 12. You go like that, and then that, like, catches mashing or something. Right. See stuff like this. Like, this recovers so fast. Feels kind of crazy. But you can do stuff like this, right? And if they don't have a DP or something, this will be pretty strong. Because you just be able to throw them. What the heck? I was throwing them before. You can do like medium, and that makes it easier. Right? And that'll throw them. Then if they try to mash or something. Except I'm only +1 there. You're only actually +1, huh? Off this like first bounce? That's kind of crazy. How many active frames does this have? Could you meaty with this? So that's 7 active frames. So frame 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, frame 21. So this will whiff, right? This will whiff by 1 frame. Yes. Okay, so that's the trick there. I was just curious if there was some way to set up like a meaty Ryu Embu. If I delay this by a little bit, can I? If I just like walk up for a little bit. Oh my goodness, I can't get a quarter circle. What the heck? Maybe? Seems like not very likely. So in the corner, this is, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what this character is supposed to do here. Like, that's my biggest thing. Right? Like, she can, yeah, she can set up the charge fireballs and stuff. Can I also see how minus this is? Like, if she just is like, hey, I just want my stocks. Minus 31, okay? So not a good idea. Not a good idea, huh? Where was I? I mean, yeah, she can do stuff like this, huh? Plus 13. So this won't hit like, that's only plus 3. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate. I mean, I think probably, yeah. I think people will definitely do that. I think people, yes, they'll just go like this and be like, get over it, you know? And if you didn't jump, you probably can't do anything about that, actually. But I think the main thing is, like, she gets level 1 here. Right, so you just whiff punish. If you get like a whiff punish, you know, I think this should connect from like pretty much max range, right? Yeah, so you get like a whiff punish, boom, there's level 1, you know? Is this like safe around block at all? Because that'd be cool. I think it is. Can we make this plus? Hey, you can make that plus. That's cool. You can make her Flaming Hands dive kick plus. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. What is with that sound effect? Is that really? Oh, okay. No, never mind. It sounded weird because I was like, I had something in front of my speaker. I was like, why does that sound that way? Sounds totally strange. Okay, that makes more sense. She doesn't get Oki off of her throw mid-screen. Back throw, also no Oki. Yeah, 100%. I just don't know what this character does for spacing traps, to be honest with you. Because, like... Yeah, that's fair. Like, she could do something like this. And then like that. Like if I have him with like crouch medium kick and I just go like boom. And I hit him with like this. You know? It's like, hey, here's medium kick. You know, you get stuff like that. Boom, level 1, you know. And now, again, once she has her 5 flame stocks, her damage goes up a crap ton. Because if you land something like this, like if you get that same whiff punish now, if you get like the exact same whiff punish. Okay, you can't be that far away, obviously. You know, now all of a sudden she gets... I mean, that's like the same damage this, you know, combo did with the level 1. You know? I mean, she gets just a lot more damage out of it, which is pretty cool. I think her Drive Rush combo is going to be like... She can go into Fierce here. Yeah, exactly. Maybe level 2. Well, that's the thing, right? Because, like, if you get like this... I went the wrong way. But, yeah, I mean, you can... You do like that, right? 48-10. And reminder, this is also, like, Fireball Invincible. When she's stocked up like that. She also has these fireballs that are The frame data doesn't change, but they get more hits. So then, like this situation that we were looking at before, where, I mean, I'm not going to start it from anything, really, but, like this situation, actually now, that's what I think. I think her fire stocks, well, that's the other thing, right, is, like, I mean, she's got, like, the DP punish stuff, where she can do, like, this. You know, I mean, I don't know what she's supposed to do here, but I'd imagine it's something like that. Yeah, it is kind of funny, right? She just, like, blocks a DP and then you go like this. I mean, whoops. Yeah, no, she released last night. I mean, I guess it depends where you're living, but for me, she came out last night, but I didn't. It's like right around when I was going to bed, so. So I don't know, like, this seems like, I think it's probably worth just spending this no matter what. Or can she just do, yeah, because she can't do, like, just normal charge fireball. So, like, that doesn't work, right? Yeah, you still have to do that. I mean, again, that's not like, I mean, obviously that's not like tremendous DP damage, right? But 3850, I'm just trying to see something. I don't play a lot of characters, okay? But I'm trying to think like what Kim gets for spending 2 bars. And like, okay, if you're being an absolute nerd, you get like this or whatever. So let's go with the nerd combo. Yeah, she seems cool. That's not the right. Boom, delay it. That wasn't delayed enough. Oh my gosh, not OD there, dude. Okay, so she has more damage than like Kim does from OD, but like, I mean, that's with flame stocks. So like 3411. I'm just trying to get a feel for like what she actually does. Okay, like, so that's only plus 15. So like, it's like, what's her normal thing to do? I guess probably this, right? You're like that? That's not good damage. I'll tell you that right now. Oh my goodness, dude. Stop it. I cannot get this timing down. Feels like so much worse. Okay, so that's 3160. So that's like, I mean, that's less damage than Kim. for the same meter investment, basically. Now, granted, it's a little bit better because she gets to build it back here because her OD's earlier in the combo. And this isn't me saying... And you know, and it's possible too that this like just isn't the best thing to do, you know, but I can't imagine that there's a better route here. I just really don't think there is. That's +8. $3,060, so that's 100 damage less for, you know, meter investment wise. How plus is that? I'm punishing, you know. Oh, I'm hitting kicks. Jeez, I'm like, why isn't it coming out? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Damage does not seem high, but I can't tell if that's because damage actually isn't high, or if it's just because I play Marisa, and if a character doesn't do 7k when they block a DP from anywhere on screen, I'm like, nah, character stinks. You know? I'm just making sure of something. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. She has like 1 strength to dive kick, basically. So... can you do HP, X, Fireball, and a Crouch Heavy Punch? It's only +4 on hit, so, like, probably. But it doesn't cancel. So, like... No. First off, no. And second of all, it doesn't cancel. So, I mean, we could link into this. Just for fun. I think this is it. I think that's like the best she's gonna do. I mean, like, you could spend it all. You can link into 4K, that'd be the reason to go for it. But not on regular hit. Right? Like, on regular hit, there's only +4. No, you're fine. I mean, that actually is a thought, though, maybe. Is like... But my thought is probably this is okay. I mean, I think the real issue is the Fireball just doesn't do much damage. Right? So, like... Yeah, it does. It actually does. Yeah, I mean, in the corner, like, this actually might just be the best thing to do. Like, I mean, that's already more damage than we got anywhere else on screen. But my thought was, hey, maybe this is the best thing to do, is, like, charge Fireball. I'm just curious, like... I mean, yeah, that's almost 4K, so, like... Like, if you're spending it all, this isn't terrible, I guess. Okay, now this isn't even connecting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I just, for whatever reason, can never get the OD, I'm sure with Flame Stocks this does a ton, yeah. Well, Flame Stocks, I don't even think you'd need, like... Because, again, with Flame Stocks, you can get a jump in here. So, like, I mean, even if I have, like, 4 or something, you know? Like, with flame stocks, like, I can go like this. I didn't mean to do that. Why can I never do this? It does not make sense to me. Right. I mean, yeah, that's 5,600 with no level 3. If you were going to do level 3, I wonder what the route would be. Hold on. If it's in the corner, you do the same combo. I want to see something real quick. I had a thought. Okay, this just always knocks down. But it's only knocked down on punish counter. This is always knocked down. No, I didn't think so. It only knocks down on punish counter. So my thought was, can I space this to hit meaty? And then maybe link out of this? No, is the answer. Darn. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. But no, that didn't work. I mean... Yeah, you get something like that, I guess. I don't know. Not real sure what this character is supposed to do when you blocks the DP all that often. Like if you don't, like if you just block DP and you don't feel like spending this. Although I feel like you should always almost spend this. It's probably just this, right? Like that's probably, that just feels like crap. 2,900 just feels like crap. Like that there's no way that's the combo you want to do. Like I feel like it almost has to be like something like this. You know, it's like, what would your... I mean, yeah, this is going to be more damage than that. No, it's not. That's crazy. Does it do more damage than EX? She seems to be +1 a lot somehow. She does seem to be +1 a lot. So you're saying with flame stock, does that do more damage than... Like if I block a DP and I have flame stock, like start here and do this. I mean, this could be max damage anyway, though. Although, here I should do the jump in. Whoops. Wrong way. So this is like, I think, gonna be like Flamestock BMB level 3 route. Seems like. It's okay damage. Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with 6330. Like, that's fine. But that's fine. Now you're fine, dude. She does, I mean, I'll answer your question anyway, but she does seem to be +1 a lot. You were correct. It just doesn't seem like she gets much if she doesn't have Flamestock. Like, which is good, I think. I think that's good. I think it means that you're going to want this character to use, like, her special mechanic. Like, that's good. I think that's good. Like, it will not be, like, a requirement. But you know, I mean, you're still like that. You know, medium. It's +24. Yeah, just get him into the corner. Get him into the corner, or, I mean, again, like I said, I mean, I've been looking at this stuff. I think that's just kind of this game is corner carryover damage. Honestly, though, her damage isn't that much. I agree. Like, it's. I mean, she gets a level 1, right? Where, like, yeah, Kim needs level 3 to get her damage up to normal. I think that's very silly. Like, playing Kim, it's so weird because you're like, I just threw you and you took 1,000 damage. It feels terrible. You have to throw somebody, you know. Who was I watching? It was like some Japanese cam. Literally won a round, threw them 10 times. I remember watching that. I was like, really? This player just took 10 throws. They landed nothing but throw. It was incredible. The conditioning to land 10 throws. But, like, it feels like this is kind of what you do. Realistically, like, if I block a DP, I think it might just be this. Like, just spend the level 1. Right? Like, just... Yeah, I kind of think Kim's good, too, actually. Like, I think it's just that. Like, you block a DB, like, let's just get level 1. That's the other thing. Okay, that's something I haven't looked at, though. It's like, what's her meter gain look like? Does she at least build, like, a lots of bar? Like, for, like, this? Nah. I mean, I don't know, is this? But I think that's probably it, right? It's just like into level 1. I kind of wish she didn't need to spend OD. I kind of wish she could do this. Can she do that in the corner? Is that something that works in the corner that she can do, like... Oh my goodness, dude. I can't even get the super out. It's because I don't have any meter. I'm like, why can't I get super? How about it's because you took away meter? So in the corner, she can get that. So, like, that at least seems okay. Something like this. into level 1. Boom. Like, that feels okay, I guess. The other thing that I haven't looked at all, I'm jumping all over the place, is like, what does she do on DI? And do I actually think that it, like, do I think this is actually okay to do? Like, 2280, safe jump. Boom, safe jump. I mean, does that suck? I mean, it's not good damage, but that's kind of my point, though, is like, I just don't think this character is going to get a lot of damage. I mean, I don't know. It's honestly a little hard to say. I mean, like, this seems to be like the this is what you should do combo. She looks like she moves really far forward with this. I mean, if this didn't have so much pushback, that would seem like that was the combo. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, this just feels like what you should do. Like, I think if we can just figure out Oki for this, we'll be pretty okay. And then, like, whatever conversion we want off of that, because that's just going to be, like, your meterless thing. Like 110%. So she only gets throw loops in the corner. So like some characters, their punish counter throw, it's like corner Oki, but Mai is not that way. Just random observation there. I really just, after messing around with this character a little bit, kind of just feels like this is what this whole character is going to come down to. How good is this? Right? Like, how strong are these setups? Like, that's the thing, right? Is like, you end up like -3 when you throw this. So like, even just like OD Fireball is like not that good of a thing. You know? So I don't know. I think it's going to come down to a lot of that. It's just like, I mean, because you can be like, okay, we get Oki. Yeah, I kind of think you're right. Like, because if she can just get to level 1, she can just get here. Okay, if she can just get here, then all of a sudden this Fireball, I think, is going to be really good. Oh my goodness. Throw a Fireball? Whoops. Right, because that'll just like go through it. Right, like all of a sudden, like that's just like, she just throws a regular Fireball and it's like this super good zoning tool too. Right? Like, I mean, but when she's like, once she has flame stocks, like let's just look at this for a second. Like once she has a flame stock, like this is just as obnoxious as any other Fireball drive rush in the entire game, right? Like, I just want to see something real quick. Like, where's Ken? Character that I practice the most against, and I can't find his picture. Okay, like something like this. Like, I mean, she can just, you know. Like, yeah, it still loses to OD, but like, if he does like regular fireball, or you know, I guess he'd probably drive or find light. I don't know why I did heavy. So like, you do like light fireball, you're like, okay. I mean, it just goes through. Her fireball just wins. And again, it doesn't knock down, so it's like, you know, I mean, it's like Ken OD fireball drive rush, right? Where like this just beats normal fireballs. You know? And like, you know, if it's blocked, who cares? You're +3. You know? And then you're -3 if you cancel into that. And then like, hey, you know, we can do this. And we're +1. So like, when you cancel into this up close, you're +1 instead of -3 with flame stocks. So then, I mean, one, they can't, like, if they manage to block, you know, if they block the fireball or whatever, you know, I mean, you do stuff like that. Obviously, if you recognize that you wouldn't go into this, you know, but like, if they delay this, you're like, okay, well, boom, boom, boom. I'm just gonna mash jab. You know, and then you get like this +20, so you can go like, I mean, I guess that's the other thing too, though, right? Is like, if she has stocks and she shimmies you, right? So like, let's think about that. Like, just go like block out first hit. Let me just try like this real quick. I mean, if she has stocks and then she shimmies you. I mean, then you're in the corner. I mean, my immediate feeling is I just don't know that she does enough damage for it to really, really matter. Like, I could be wrong. 100% I could be wrong. But that's my thought right now, is I just... It seems like, I mean, I guess when she has flame stocks, her damage isn't bad. Right? Like, that's good damage. I shouldn't say that her damage is bad. Like, that's 3660, and if she has a flame stock, that means she's already hit you with another combo. So, like... Okay, let's just kind of set up a situation here, right? Standard... will turn off her flame stocks, and I just want to see something, right? Like... I don't know how she sets up whiffs. I haven't figured that out yet. But say she sets up a whiff. Right, she does something, she sets up a whiff. She gets level 1. Okay, she's at 3320. Okay. Now... You know, she lands like Fireball Drive Rush or something. You know, I mean, she plays neutral a little bit. She lands one of these. You're in the corner. I mean, yeah, this feels like Gifts for Game. Like, she can throw you. Like, you can take the throw. You can take a couple throws here. But she has, you know, she has throw loops. So, I don't know. I do think a lot of it's going to come down to how good is she, like, just how well does she play neutral before she has Flame Stocks? Because once she has Flame Stocks, I think her neutral is going to be good. Right? I think it's going to be fine. I think right now, this is probably what they want you to do against, like, mid-range fireballs. No? It's, like, preemptive. It's, like, this doesn't poke that well. Like, it breaks fireballs, but it really doesn't poke that well. Like, it doesn't have, like, great range, and, like, I'm minus, so this doesn't seem good against fireballs. But, like, if you throw this out, you literally just get a mix-up. So... Right, so it seems like if she wants to be Fireball, she pretty much has to throw out OD Fireball. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think she's going to do this a ton, because I don't know how else she's going to play neutral. Right? Because, like, I mean, I was just curious if this, like, went over lows at all. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it is recessed. Like, the hitbox looks like it makes sense. Like, I mean, she can play around, like, low forward like that, I guess, you know? This doesn't have that good of a forward hitbox. This, I think, has remained whiff punishing normal. Like, it's not great, but it's, you know, it does the job. And I think you probably just buffer into that. But, like, round 1, I'm just not sure that she's, like, that good of a character. Because if she doesn't have, like... If she can't get into this, what does she do, right? She goes like this. 1,700 damage. Okay, you're in the corner, but you've only eaten 3k. And again, my perception is very skewed because this is what I think neutral looks like. You know what I mean? Like, for me, this is a very skewed thing. Because, like, if I don't spend any meter as Marisa, that's 3160. If I spend, like, 2 bars... Do I think her heavy punch? Like, Mai's heavy punch? No, I don't think Mai's heavy punch is too slow. Because, I mean... Again, I play Marisa, so, like, this baby's 12 frames, and I whiff punish with this all the time. So, like, no, Mai's is only 9, so, like, it's definitely not too slow. The issue is that its hitbox is really high. So it won't interact with... Like, if Ken whiffs low forward here, that just doesn't hit. Right? And you see, I'm, like... I'm pressing it in time. I mean, my reactions here are not bad. That's not the problem. The problem is you have to pretty much be in, like, you have to be right at the tip of the range. Whereas, like, stand medium punch, I can be further away. So it actually connects. For me, this is 14 frames, so you got to be quick. But I think against a lot of stuff, if you're paying attention... You should be able to whiff punish with this. But I think most people probably whiff punish with stand medium punch. Because you can be a little further outside of his range, where if I'm at this range with Heavy Punch, it just doesn't connect. Like if I just step forward and then I push Heavy Punch, like I have to be right at the right spot. Like if I put my foot like on this line, Heavy Punch just whiffs. If I'm not like perfectly on time, or Medium Punch I can be late. I wonder if that's maybe something to do too. Like, depending on how much stock you put in safe jumps, that might be a route to go for. But that's like a bar and a half. But Heavy, I think, works from like max range. Yeah, like that looks like it always combos, and it always has good Oki. Where like, you can be outside of range for OD Ryuenbu. So to me, it's probably just fish with this. Like if I'm trying to play footsies, it's probably Medium Punch. Like I think this is just a decent buffer, to be honest with you. This Medium Punch into Heavy Elbow. But this feels very whiff punishable, actually. This has like a really extended hurt box because they didn't want it to be like busted. So that's like very pokeable with the feet, but you know, I think she's got kind of the tools to play around some of this stuff. But I definitely think this is going to be her main like neutral tool, is just stand still, OD Fireball. And the nice thing is because of the bounce, she doesn't even really have to drive rush off of it. Like she can actually just sort of follow this in. Right? I mean, obviously, you know, Dry Rush probably a little bit easier for her, but I don't know. I think that's what it feels like to me. It's what it's going to come down to. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. I've been streaming for quite a while at this point. Everybody stopped in. Thank you. Super appreciate it. Again, I'm going to dig into this character. I'm hoping to put out a video tonight or, you know, in a couple hours dealing with kind of her basic Oki situations. Kind of tutorial guide stuff. I probably won't include a ton of fan stuff. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I just want to get something out there that's like a, hey, this is sort of what your options are off of her most common knockdowns and yada, yada, yada. So, like I said, thanks everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I'm going to cut the stream here. Have a good, you know, enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.